Hey friends, good to have you along for us here this afternoon. We're looking at mainly sunny skies. Off in the distance, starting to see a few towers going up. There is the potential for a storm or two on the periphery of our area. Most of us are just going to be hot, windy, dry. 95 in Amarillo. Boy, yesterday's cool down didn't last very long, did it? But 90s are pretty much the story across the whole board there. The wind is kind of interesting. We have two different directions going. Southwest winds for most of us, including Amarillo, 20 to 30 miles per hour. But you might notice right there, the eastern stack of counties, that's a southerly wind. Makes a big difference on the moisture supply. That west wind has pretty much wiped out the moisture for most of us. Dew points just really dropping off down into the teens. But notice the green on the map. That is significant. That indicates a lot of water vapor. That south wind keeping dew points 50s and 60s down across the southeast. So always comes down to that boundary between the dry air and the moist air as far as who gets hot weather, who gets storms. Most of our area, as I said, behind that dry line, it is hot with 90s, but right there, that little sliver of our area near the Oklahoma border, that's where we have a chance of a scattered storm or two. As far as the intensity outlook, well, in the yellow there, it's a slight risk. I mean, some of the components are there for severe weather. We haven't seen that yet, but we have had a little bit of activity on radar. You kind of pick out that dry line boundary, that little green line right there. Down in Childress County, this is kind of new. We've had a little thunder shower pop up there close to Esteline. It's going to work its way to the northeast pretty rapidly towards Wellington, towards Dodson. Right now it's not severe, but a lot of energy down there. It could intensify. We'll keep an eye on that. If you live in Childress or looks like Collingsworth counties, make sure you're staying tuned. Further away, a little blip down between Matador and Paducah. It's also staying below severe levels, and up to the northeast once in a while getting a little attempt at a thunderstorm, just nothing really having much luck. But our model says really let's concentrate right there in the southeast corner for about the next hour, hour and a half, and then everything goes over in Oklahoma. So it's brief, it's isolated, but we'll watch that eastern part of the area. If you're ready to cool down tomorrow, our next front comes in, and it looks like we'll be in the low 80s. We'll have more for you coming up on Live at 5. We'll see you then.